afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 2025 OHSAA Softball Tournament and this Division III District Semifinal game hosted by the Lady Crimson Tornadoes of Dover. Tonight's matchup will be between the Lady Quakers of New Philadelphia and your home Lady Crimson Tornadoes. Ladies and gentlemen, to honor America, please remove your hats for the playing of the national anthem.
Good evening, high school softball fans, and Big Time Sports welcomes you to Dover City Park. Check it out on your screen. It's the Quakers at 20-7, taking on the Dover Tornadoes at 22-3. This tonight is a tournament game, so guess what? If you lose, you're going to go home and come back next year and play the game again. So the champion here will move on in tournament play, and that game will be Wednesday night. So with that, I want to thank the good people at Right Mark Roofing for taking care of our pre-game report. Right Mark Roofing, always there when you need them. Let's talk about the keys to the game now, brought to you by the Buckeye Career Center. The new Philadelphia Quakers, they got to get runners on base. You can't score if you don't have people standing out there on the base. Now, I'm going to tell you one thing right now, and you already know Dover's got the pitching that they need to make a big run in this tournament. And the Dover Tornadoes don't want to score late. We saw them the other night. They won a one-zip contest by a wild pitch that went back to the screen. The runner scored from third base, and the game is over. Dover wins a thriller 1-0 the last time we were here. So with that, let's now go to something special here, and it's the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency starting lineup. Here's the lineup for the new Philadelphia Quakers. Sidney Vandal, Easton Miller, Ellie Mason, Reese Loveday, Sarah Cardani, Zoe DeVore, Olivia Jackson, Kylie Jones, Jillian Howard, and of course, Marissa Roth. So that's the starting lineup for the new Philadelphia Quakers. And now you see the picture tonight. Check this out. This is number 17, for the Dover Tornadoes, and I can't say enough about this girl. The last time we saw her, which was a couple days ago, she had a no-hitter. She had a perfect game going. After 5 complete innings, she had a perfect game going, but then was lifted for her for her teammate, Jenna Malk. So between Lint and Malk, you've got a 1-2 punch here on the mound in high school softball that is just hard to hit. So leading things off now tonight, our first pitch sponsor brought to you by the good guys at Wendy's. You got 4 locations in Tuscarawas County to serve you at Wendy's. Before or after the game, check out Wendy's. All right, so how about that? The very first batter of the ball game gets one through the right side of the infield for a base hit. Here's the replay now. Compliments of our good friends from the Denison Yard. There it is. They knocked it down the right side of the infield. First batter up, the base hit. Stepping in now will be Easton Miller, number 55, the center fielder. So Lint will bring it now to Banham. That's a ball. That's high and outside. This young lady on the mound, only a junior, already signed, sealed, and delivered. She's going to pitch for Ohio University after one more year of high school. All right, there's a bunt attempt. Called strike. That'll make it 1-1 now on Easton Miller. You can find Miller out in center field for the Quakers. 20-7, the Quakers on the season. Pitched by Lint. That one is, he's going to bring that one up too. So they got 1 ball, 2 strike count now to Easton Miller. Tornadoes looking for a win here tonight to continue their march on the tournament trail. Quakers also 2-2 now the count on the center fielder for the Quakers. Big time sports, bringing you big time high school softball and baseball games this spring. Lint looks at Maddie Benham behind the plate. Lint will bring it. There's a pop-up. Guess what? Wow, how about that? How about that? That pop-up was a big problem between the left fielder and the shortstop. That ball could have been caught. But Jenna Malk, here's Jenna Malk running out there from her shortstop spot. Madeline Faulkner running in is going to drop right between them, and all of a sudden we got the first 2 batters up, 2 hits, 2 on, and guess what? Nobody out, and Ellie Mason, the third baseman, steps in. Ellie Mason swings a good bat for the Quakers. So kind of a exciting start here if you're a Quaker fan. First 2 batters up, you can find them on first and second base with nobody out. Ellie Mason swinging a foul back to the screen. That's going to even the count now at 1-1. Big time sports. If you're a baseball guy, tomorrow night we'll be up at North Canton Hoover High School, bringing you a baseball game. The big time sports guys, the Leopards and the Vikings. That pitch is high, and Smooch. What do we got? 2-1 count. 2 balls, 1 strike on our hitter, Ellie Mason. She's a senior. She's been there, done that. Well, I'll tell you what. That is going to miss, and that's going to make it 3-1 now on the third spot hitter, Ellie Mason. Beautiful day here at Dover City Park on the Big Time Sports. Oh, foul tip. Foul tip off of the screen. That's going to make it a full count at 3-2 now. Let's see who wins this one. Is it going to be Kara Lint in the circle, or is it going to be Ellie Mason in the batter's box? 2 on, nobody out here. Tournament time on the Big Time Sports. Strike 3, struck her out. Wow. Got her on a strike 3 pitch. Here it is. You call it at home. Ellie was surprised. You call it. Oh, wow, that was a good one. All right, so there's 1 out now. 2 on. Stepping in Reese Loveday, the catcher. Loveday in that number 4 spot in the lineup. She also swings a very good bat for the Quakers. Reese Loveday in the batter's box. She's a senior. Here's the pitch. One and one to count on Loveday. You know, the Dover Tornado defense has got to be on their toes here. This is a big situation. Runners at first and second, and only one out in the top of our first. That one is going to miss. That one is high. So 2-1 now on Loveday. That's a high pop up. Look out, look out. Wow, oh, wow, she caught it at the center field fence. Get her, get her. Well, look out. They got a run down on the third baseline. She's safe. She's safe at first base. Wow, she's safe at home. Good play by the Quakers. Wow, that time the Dover defense. Yeah, check it out. I want you to look at all the action. First of all, it was a great catch out in center field. Wow, and how about that one? Watch this catch. There it is. Yeah, that's right. She robbed her of a home run. That ball was over the fence, but she leaned a little bit and got her. But now, check out the action down the third baseline. Dover's got the runner trapped, is going to throw it late, and she's in there, safe. Wow, so it's 1-0 here. We got a runner on the third base. And Smooch, we only got 2 outs, right? 2 outs here. Stepping in now, Sarah Cardani, the second baseman. So the Quakers waste no time here in this big tournament game. Score a run. That one is low for a ball. Easton Miller still down there at third base. Of course, any kind of hit will bring her in. So the Dover defense needs to tighten up just a bit here. Foul ball back and away into the parking lot. 1-1 the count now on Sarah Cardani. There's a good shot of Sarah Cardani stepping back in with a 1-1 count now against Kara Lint. Nice pitch. Ring it up. That was in there. Count now 1 ball, 2 strikes on Cardani, and Kara Lint needs to bring the heat on this one. She needs a K right now to get out of trouble. Here comes Kara Lint. Swing and a miss, and she does. She strikes her out for out number 3, but not before. We got a lot of excitement. The Quakers banging a big drum, a real loud noise from the Quakers in the top of the first inning. They score 1 run to go up 1-0 here at Dover City Park. I want to thank the good guys at the Wayne Garage Door for taking care of our scoreboard once again today. So there you see Coach Hannah Duff. All right, how about a big play replay? Now take a good look at that center fielder out there. This is Charlie Reese. Now watch it. This ball is out. For all intents and purposes, this is the Domino's big play. Watch Charlie Reese. Watch her. Watch her. Check that out, baby. Wow, she robbed her of a 4-bagger. Charlie Reese with a great catch in center field. And wow, that one is going to make the Big Time Sports highlight reel. Let's take a look now at the Dover lineup. And of course, if you're a Dover fan, it goes like this. Brought to you by the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. We've got Jenna Malk leading off, Olivia McHugh, Allie Hupp, Avery Contini, Charlie Reese, Susie Peltz, Ariana Immel, Maddie Bannum, Madeline Faulkner, and of course, Kara Lint. So Charlie Reese with a highlight reel catch out there in center field, robbing, wow, the hitter of the 4-bagger. So it all happens here on Big Time Sports. The leadoff hitter for the Dover Tornadoes, of course, is the shortstop, Jenna Malk. So Malk will step in. Malk, a big stick. I'm talking about big hitter for the Tornadoes. Here we go. That one is low for ball one. Jenna Malk will take a look down at the third baseline at head coach Hannah Duff. Nothing going on yet, too intense. Here's your pitcher. There is your pitcher today. That's Jillian Howard in the circle for the Quakers. So Howard gets the task of taming the Tornadoes here in tournament play. 1-1. That one is going to miss. 2 balls and 1 strike on Jenna Malk, the leadoff hitter. Big crowd. Big, really big crowd on hand here tonight to watch this one. That one misses also. What is that, Smooch? 3-1 to the leadoff hitter, Jenna Malk. We are live tonight. We are live streaming this one, so everybody out there can get a little bit extra in tonight's game. Off-speed pitch. Nice pitch by Jillian Howard. That completely baffled Jenna Malk. 3-2, full count. What do we got? Howard against Malk. That one is going to miss, so Jenna Malk will go down to first base. Here's that last pitch. Check it out. Compliments of the Dennison yard. That one is low and outside for ball 4. Let's watch now as Olivia McCune will step in for the Dover Tornadoes. You can find Olivia at second base. A bunt attempt does not produce anything good, so that's a called strike on Olivia McCune. That's a nice bunt. That's exactly. Wow, can you believe that? Can you believe that? She goes all the way from first base to third on a bunt in front of the plate. Check it out again. Good bunt, laid it right down the middle of the plate. And watch Jenna Malk run. She don't stop. She's rounding second. She's headed for third. She's in there. So the Tornadoes now with a runner on the corner with 1 out. And Allie Hupp will step in. Well, that was close at third base. Jenna Malk just got back. That was real close down there. Watch Sid Vandal. Sid Vandal, the shortstop, sneaks over there behind her to cover third base and almost gets the tag on the runner. This is going to be, what's this going to be? This is inside the park. Going for third, she's in there with a triple. Wow, how about that? How about that? An RBI in the bottom of the first inning, a very long drive that bounces off the fence. After 1 bounce, watch this. This is a 1 hopper. The right fielder running, trying to catch up with it. Boy, that's a good camera view. Gets a ricochet, throws it in. That's Avery Contini. Avery Contini will step in. Contini the third baseman and 4th hitter here in the lineup, Avery Contini. So the Tornadoes now have tied it up 1-1, but the Tornadoes have a runner on the third base with a count of 1-1 now on Contini. 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning. Howard needs to shut him down here. Needs to slam the door and not let that run from third score. 2-1 now on Contini. Wow, that was, I'm gonna tell you what, I like this off-speed stuff of Jillian Howard. That was a nice pitch. Chopper right back to the mound. And the throw home is gonna stop her. All right, so 2 outs now. Runner still at third base. Let's check it out now on the Dennison Yard replay. Big chopper down the right side, up to the box. Jillian Howard will flip it over for out number 2. And Smooch, who do we have here? We got Charlie Reese, the center fielder who made that great catch in the top of the first. So a chopped up foul ball makes it 0-1 now on Charlie Reese. Wow, what was that? She was, here again, she was fooled by an off-speed. Yes, 0-2 now. The pitcher way out in front of Charlie Reese. Uh-oh, swing and a miss by Reese, and that's going to do it for the Tornadoes in the bottom of the first inning. So after 1, we're having fun. We are big-time sports. You watch us and come back because we have got exciting action for you tonight. We'll be back after this timeout.
Searching for the quality of a nationally recognized Medicare Advantage plan, but seeking the personalized care and service of a local, familiar face? Primetime Health Plan is a top-performing plan with competitive benefits available right here in your community. Whether you call or meet us in person, our local team will be there to help you find quality coverage and care close to home. Call us today or visit us online at www.pthp.com to learn about our 2024 plans.
We're here tonight because this is a big game. When you get Dover and Philly together, it's got to be a big game. It's tournament time, so guess what? You win, you go on. You lose, you go home. It's that simple. So leading things off now will be Zoe DeVore, the right fielder for the Quakers. That one is low to DeVore. Zoe DeVore, the right fielder, a senior for the Quakers. Kara Lent will get the signal from Maddie Benton. We'll bring it, and there's a strike. 1-1 now, the count on DeVore. Don't forget, tomorrow night we got the Louisville Leopards and the North Canton Hoover Vikings in high school baseball. If you're a Federal League fan, if you like baseball, tune in. Leopards against the Vikings. Uh-oh, another strike. She got fooled on that one. 1-2 now on DeVore. Then Wednesday night, we're going to let you know tomorrow morning where we are going to be Wednesday night. There it is, another strikeout for Kara Lynch. So out number 1 here in the top of the second inning. And look at it again. This is going to be like a repeat. You're going to see this all night long. When Kara Lynch is in the circle. This is Olivia Jackson, the first baseman, stepping in. Olivia hits from the left side of the batter's box. Left side of the plate. Olivia Jackson. She's a senior. That one is high and outside for ball 2. As I look down the rosters, the Quakers have 7 seniors on the roster, Smooch. Wow, that's a lot of seniors. There's a foul ball by Olivia Jackson. That'll make the count 2-1 now on the Quaker first baseman. Wednesday night, we're either going to do baseball or we're going to do softball. And like I say, I'm just teasing you on this. We'll let you know tomorrow morning. That one is a foul back off the screen, so that's going to even the count at 2-2. But you can bet Wednesday night it'll be a big one. That's why they call us Big Time Sports. Another foul ball over the screen into the parking lot. So the Quaker first baseman battling Kara Lint. Count still 2-2. Lint will bring it. That one is low. That's going to make it a full count. The other night against Tri-Valley, Kara Lint pitched a perfect 5 innings. She did. How about that? Perfect game for 5 innings. That one is inside for a ball, so the Quakers now with a runner on and only one out here in the top of the second inning. Kylie Jones will step in. Look at this pitch. That one is inside. So Kara Lint having just a little problem now finding the strike zone here in the early going. Top of the second inning. Game is tied at 1 apiece. We've got 1 out, 1 on for the Quakers. There's a bunt that's going to be foul. That had a little spin on it. Kylie Jones, the DP. Kylie Jones, one of those Quaker seniors. 0-1 pitch. Strike 2, 0-2 now to Kylie Jones, the DP. 1 out, 1 on. Olivia Jackson at first base for the Quakers. Swing and a miss, another strikeout for Kara Lint. And like I say, you're going to see this over and over and over again. There's the pitch. Here's the strike 3 pitch right down the middle. Couldn't get a bat on it. Stepping in now is number 15, Jillian Howard, the pitcher. So 2 outs, 1 on. The pitcher at the plate looks at a called strike on the first pitch from Kara Lint. On deck, Quaker shortstop Sid Vandal. That one is low. Smoochie says it's 1-1. As Jillian Howard steps back in against Lint. Swing and a miss. Good swing. That'll make it 1-2 now on the Quaker pitcher. Top of the second, 2 outs. We are tied at 1. There's Lint. That one is high. That time Maddie Banton had to climb that stepladder and bring that one down. 2-2 the count on Jillian Howard. Swing and a miss by Howard, and that's it. Put another K in the book for Kara Lintz. All right, we've got an inning and a half in the books. Tornadoes coming up. We'll be back after you watch this.
Altman is here for you, in your community, because you matter. We're proud to be the area's first and only independent health system. We are one team, joined together and committed to one mission, to lead our community to improved health. And we've always been here, dedicated to providing you with the very best in care, wellness, education, insurance, and more. For your community and for your family, Altman is always here for you.
Back to Dover City Park, and thank you for joining the Big Time Sports game tonight for this big tournament game between the Red and Black of New Philadelphia High School and how about the Crimson Tornadoes from Dover High School. 20-7, the Quakers come in
Now to bat for the Lady Crimson Tornadoes.
to battle the Tornadoes this evening. And the first hitter will be the first baseman for the Quakers, and that has to be Susie Peltz. So Susie Peltz, she hits from the left side, so she'll step in against Jillian Howard. 1-1 is the score here in the bottom of the second. Well, there's a pop-up out of play. So we got an 0-1 count on Susie Peltz. Uh-oh, is that fair? Oh, just foul. Wow, I can tell by the reaction of Coach Hannah Duff down there on third base. She didn't, seem too excited about that. So I'm assuming it was a foul ball. So that'll make it now 0-2 as Howard now in control of the first hitter in the bottom of the second. Pop up, in play, out of play. So Peltz will come back again with the 0-2 count. That one is low and outside. That'll make it, Smoochie, 1-2. Mellow tones of Charlie Jones in the booth tonight, along with Smoochie Jones, of course. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to the shortstop. Vandal over to first base, easy out, and Smooch puts 6-3 in the book for out number one. Nothing tough about this, nothing fancy. The Denison Yard is going to show you again Sid Vandal of the Quakers getting it over to Jackson at first base. So Smooch, who do we have stepping in now? Ariana Immel, the DP. Immel steps in. First pitch, ball one. Thought it looked good, but I was wrong. Chopper. Can she beat it out? She beats it out. Wow, good play. Good play down at third base. Ellie Mason. Yeah, check this out on the Mount Hope Fence defense, baby. Brought to you by Mount Hope Fence. Watch this. Ellie Mason hustling down the turf. Makes a good pickup and gets it over to first base to nail her for out number 2. Maddie Banton. First pitch will go out of play down the left side. This is the Dover catcher, Maddie Banton. I can't tell you what this girl does a great job behind the plate for the Quakers, Smooch. Yeah, for the Tornadoes. That's a foul ball. Yeah, Maddie Banton is a staple behind home plate. 0-2 the count on Bantam. They'll have Dover will have Banton back next year. That one is high for ball one. 1-2 now to Maddie Banton, the Dover catcher. We have 2 outs now. Bottom of the second inning, score tied at 1. Howard brings it. That one is low. That'll make it 2-2 now on Maddie Banton. Foul ball. Maddie Banton battling Jillian Howard of the Quakers. Howard has pitched a good game so far for the Quakers. Let's see now what she brings with the 2-2 count. Is that going to be fair? That's going to be a foul ball. All right, so a foul ball. So Bantam will come back now and step in to battle Howard once again.
5 people stacked.
Swing and a miss by Maddie Bantam. That's it for the Tornadoes. Wow, good play, good hustle, good pitch by Jillian Howard. All right, we've got 2 in the books. Let's go to a break with the score tied at 1. We'll be back after you watch this.
Not like your average high school. You start with something that you love.
Just getting hands-on is way different from sitting in a classroom.
Every day is different. You come across a problem, you have to tackle that problem, you have to figure out how to tackle the problem. Skills I've acquired through just my lab in itself have been mind-blowing. Definitely here at Buckeye, they prepare you for any situation that you could go into after high school.
Right, welcome back to Dover City Park. Big Time Sports bringing you a big time tournament game here between Dover and New Philadelphia. The score 1-1 after 2 innings. Leading things off now in the top of the third. Top of the order, Sydney Vandal. The Quaker shortstop will step in to lead things off for the Quakers. Last time up, she got a hit. She singled to start things off for the Quakers. Hit a bouncer to the right side of the infield, made it out to right field. So Vandal now looking for her second hit of the ball game. Kara Lint waits for Vandal to step in. The pitch by Lint. That's a called strike. 0-1 now on the Quaker leadoff hitter. That one is one of those slippies. That one didn't even make it to the plate. Hit in front of the plate for a ball. That's going to make it 1-1 now. Vandal, Quaker senior. This young lady is going to Kent State University upon graduation, of course, this spring. Majoring in what? Got to be a nurse. Majoring in nursing. Vandal with a pop-up to second base, and at second base, you could get Olivia McHugh with the put-out. So she pops out to McHugh. Out number 1 here in the top of the third, and watch it again. Compliments of the Dennison yard. Little popper towards Olivia McHugh, and she puts it away. So Easton Miller now will step in. Easton Miller. This young lady. Boy, there's a high sky pop-up. Jenna Malk behind third base, and Jenna Malk will make the put out. So Easton Miller goes down for out number 2. I want to show you this replay. Compliments of the Dennison yard. So Jenna Malk, the shortstop, will drift back behind the third base peg and make the put out for out number 2. Stepping in, Ellie Mason, the Quaker third baseman. Swing and a miss by Mason. So 2 outs here. Top of the third inning, still tied at 1 with Ellie Mason at the plate. That's a ball.
You're good, you're good.
That's going to even things at 1. Ellie Mason, a senior for the Quakers. Swing and a miss by Ellie. Makes it 1-2 now on the hitter. Ken Lint. That one is high. 2-2 now on the hitter. Lint looking for another out here against Ellie Mason. There's a hit. Uh-oh, guess what? Not a hit. Oh, yes, she is. She's safe. Wow, I'm going to tell you what, it was close at first base. So stepping in now, the pitch, Loveday. Stepping in with 2 outs, Reese Loveday flew out to center field. Her first trip to the plate. Yes, she got robbed. This is the young lady that got robbed at the fence by Charlie Reese. Out of play. When you get time and watch this replay, I want you to see that catch made by Charlie Reese over the fence to rob Loveday of a big homer. 0-2. The count. Runner at first base. 2 outs. Uh-oh, that one is going to go through the left side of the infield. So another hit for the Quakers. And all of a sudden, the Quakers beating the drum again, beating the drum. All right. Two outs, 2 on. Swing and a miss. Boy, she wanted that one. This is Sarah Cardani, the second baseman. Cardani went down swinging her last trip to the plate. Here we go. Wow, that one just misses to even the count now at 1. That one is foul. Foul ball into the parking lot, making it 1-2 now on Cardani. So a hit here could mean a run. Runners at first and second, 2 outs here in the top of the third. Big time sports, bringing you big time softball. That one is low. Wow. Boy, that runner at second base was halfway down to third when that ball came into Manny Benton's glove. 2-2 now. Karen Litt needs 1 pitch to get out of another jam here. That one is fouled again by Cardani. So battle, battle, battle. Well, there's a pop-up. Jenna Malk should make the put-out, and she does. So the Quakers are retired. A little bit of drama there. The Quakers leave runners stranded at first and second. We've got 2.5 in the books here from Dover City Park. All right, so with that, let's now go to our fan cam. And I want to thank the good people at Dover Dental Group for taking care of our fan cam. A lot of people here tonight, a lot of Quaker fans, a lot of Tornado fans, but the deal is Dr. Sean Moan at the Dover Dental Group. They're located at 129 West 2nd Street in Dover. So we go to the bottom of the third inning with the score at 1-1. Howard in the circle tonight for the Quakers. Has done a good job so far. So let's see what happens now here in the bottom of the third inning. Tournament play.
Now to bat for Lady Crimson Tornadoes.
Winner continues to play, and that game will be Wednesday night. So there you see it. Stepping in now is Madeline Faulkner to lead things off for the Tornadoes. That pitch is high and outside on Faulkner. Madeline Faulkner, the Quaker left fielder. Tornado left fielder. Here's the pitch. That one is down into the turf. So Faulkner looking at a 2-ball count now to start things off here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Faulkner. That one is going to be a fly ball to center field, and the center fielder will put it away. So Easton Miller with the put out in center field for the Quakers. Check it out again. Faulkner hits a high fly ball to center field. Easton Miller right there to make the put out. All right, so leadoff hitter Jenna Malk stepping in. Wow, that's a rip. That's going to be a ripper. Uh-oh, that's going to be a double. They have problems out there in center field, so Jenna Malk is going to take advantage of it and end up standing up at second base. So here's the Dover leadoff hitter, Jenna Malk. Boy, I'll tell you what, she drills one out there. Good play. Watch this. This is Easton Miller trying to make that pickup. Can't quite get it. We'll get it back in quickly now to hold Malk to a double. And Olivia McHugh now will step in. Nice pitch, called strike. Good pitch by Howard. So Dover in the bottom of the 3rd with a runner at second base and 1 out with McHugh at the plate, and a foul tipper gone back to the screen, so all of a sudden it's 0-2 now on Olivia McHugh. Now Jenna Malk can run. Jenna Malk is the complete athlete. You don't want to fall asleep when Jenna Malk's down there at second base. Count now 1-2 on McHugh. Big Time Sports we cover all the bases for you, and I'll explain that to you when I get time. Here's the pitch by Howard. That one's gonna miss. That one is 2-2 now on Olivia McHugh. Well, there you have it. I don't know. Look at this again. This is a changeup. Watch this. Wow, see, that's right in there. That completely fooled McHugh, who gets called out on strike. So 2 outs now. She's safe at first base. And guess what? Right there it is. Well, I'll tell you what. We got a lot of action going, but I'll tell you what. They fell asleep. They forgot about Jenna Malk coming down the third baseline. She's in there for run number 2. So, yeah, let's watch the replay here. We got a lot of excitement going on. There it is. There's the chopper. Good hustle by the shortstop over to first base. Not in time. They're going to throw back to third. Jenna Malk scores to make it a 2-1 contest. So there you have it, 3 complete innings now on the Big Time Sports TV network. All right, we'll be back with more after you watch this.
Discover the perfect blend of reliability and style in the 2024 Chevy Trailblazer at Ferris Chevrolet on the Wabash in New Philadelphia. Our dealership stands as your premier destination for the latest Trailblazer models, each boasting a range of impressive features and unparalleled durability. Don't miss out on the opportunity to secure the best deal. Hurry in today. Visit Ferris Chevrolet in New Philadelphia and experience the thrill of driving your very own Chevy Trailblazer.
Welcome back to Dover City Park. We are Big Time Sports. We've got 3 innings in the book, and last inning, Dover gets one across the plate. Jenna Malk hustling down around the third base, getting home. So it's a 2-1 ball game here now in favor of the Dover Tornadoes. Top of the 4th inning. And check out the mound. Kara Lint, who pitched the first 3 innings. is going to be lifted in favor of the starting shortstop, Jenna Malk. So Malk and Lint, or Lint and Malk. You never know the combination, but I'll tell you what, they are a good combination in the circle for the Tornadoes. Top of the fourth inning as you watch Jenna Malk taking her warm-up throws to Maddie Banton.
Number 2, Zoe DeVore.
Stepping in now is the number 2, Zoe DeVore. You can find Zoe in right field for the Quakers. 2-1, top of the fourth inning on the Big Time Sports TV network. We have all the bases covered for you. Repeat, all the bases covered. We have YouTube. We have cable. We have internet. We got it all. You can't find us, you must be asleep. Everybody gets Big Time Sports. We got broadcast TV with our good friends at WIVM. We got cable. We got YouTube. We got, how about Facebook? A lot of people watching the Big Time Sports product. 0-1 the count on Zoe DeVore. Jenna Malk will throw another strike in there. That's 0-2 now on the Quaker leadoff hitter. We've seen the Dover Tornadoes win their last 2 games on a wild pitch to score the winning run. The last 2 games, the Tornadoes have been living dangerously the last 2 games. Of course, this is a tournament game, so they better get rid of that danger stuff because the Quakers are tough cookies out there. What is a smooch? 1-2 now on DeVore. Swing and a miss. Put a K in the books for Jenna Malk.
Now to bat for the Lady Quakers.
Watch it.
Number 11,
Watch this
Olivia
last
Jackson.
pitch by Jenna Malk. Gets her going for it. There's a strikeout. Stepping in now, the first baseman, Olivia Jackson. She walked. Olivia got a pass to first base. Her first time at the plate. Looks at a called strike on the first pitch from Jenna Malk. There you see her, Olivia Jackson. Well, there's strike 2. Strike 2 on Olivia Jackson. Let's see if Malk can get a strikeout here against the Quaker first baseman. 0-2 with 1 out here in the top of the fourth. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout by Jenna Malk.
Now to bat for the Lady Quakers.
Let's watch
Number
the
25,
replay again.
Kylie Jones.
Dennison Yard replay, here it is. Good pitch, swing and a miss. Put another strikeout in the book. Stepping in now will be number 25, Kylie Jones, the DP. Jones with a swing and a miss. So Jenna Malk started out at shortstop. And Smooch, you see they moved Avery Contini over to shortstop to take Malk's place. Swing and a miss by the Quaker DP. 0-2 now the count. We had 2 outs here at the top of the fourth inning. There's a pitch. Strike 3, another strikeout for Jenna Malk. Nothing exciting there that time for the Quakers. 3.5 in the books. Step back, take a break. You are going to watch this. Thank you. Compliments of Big Time Sports.
The other guy's insurance, you got Kyle.
Hey Kyle, it's Brenda. I was just reading through your proposal and I have a few questions.
When we drafted up your proposal, we really aimed right down the middle.
Sometimes wonder if your insurance agent true priority is more time on the golf course. At Hummel, we do insurance differently. Our expert advisors help you not only mitigate risk, but operate more efficiently, decrease employee turnover, and increase your bottom line.
Avery Contini, the new shortstop. She started out at third base. She's now the shortstop for the Tornadoes. She hits in the number 4 spot. She'll lead off this inning here in the bottom of the 4th. First pitch, a ball from Jillian Howard. There's a good shot, a good pitcher of Avery Contini. That one is low for ball 2. Count now 2-0 on Contini. If you just joined us, 2-1 has been a good ball game so far. Both teams just barely getting across that home plate. Wow, there's a foul ball down the third baseline. 2-1 to count.
Sit back on one. Here we go, 1-5.
Avery Contini. Smoochie, you remember when she got an inside the park home run down at Canaan Valley. That one is low. 3-1 to count now on the Tornado shortstop. Here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Wow, I'm going to tell you what, that off-speed pitch by Howard really fools these Dover hitters. Nice pitch by Jillian Howard, makes it a full count. Uh-oh, good pickup. Wow, what a play down there at shortstop. Wow, how about Sydney Vandal down there at shortstop?
Number 2, Charlie Reese.
Wow, let's check it out on the Mount Hope Fence defense and watch Sid Vandal of the new Philadelphia Quakers. This is a bullet down to shortstop. Vandal, of course, will eat it up and fire it across the first base for the out. Down to first base, what do we got? She's safe at first base. And Smoochie, Charlie Reese. Wow, Charlie Reese hustling down the first baseline. An infield single for the center fielder, Charlie Reese. So with Reese on first base and one out, in steps Susie Peltz, the first baseman. Uh-oh, double play, can't get it, oh no, wow, oh no, that don't happen. Wow, he called it a double play. I want you to watch it at first base. Watch the play. This is the Domino's Pizza big play replay. Watch it at first base. Oh. Guess what? You can't watch it at first base, but I'll tell you what, she looked good at first base. Smooch, fix it again. All right, so what excitement we have here at Dover City Park. Double kill by the Quakers to end the inning for the Tornadoes. So we'll go to the top of the 5th inning. We'll be back after you watch this.
Introducing Mount Hope Fence. Elevate your outdoors with our premier fences, beautiful pergolas, and captivating decks. We're your local experts on outdoor transformations, security, style, and serenity. We have it all. Let us bring your outdoor dreams to life. Mount Hope Fence, your space, your sanctuary. 7102 County Highway 77 in Millersburg and 644 Killian Road in Akron. Mount Hope Fence. We have the inside on the outdoors.
We are back to Dover City Park. We are big time sports. We got a lot of action tonight between the Quakers and the Tornadoes. Stepping in, Jillian Howard to lead things off here in the top of the 5th. First pitch is high and away to Jillian Howard. Jenna Malk in the circle. In relief of the starter tonight, Kara Lent. Lent went 3 innings. Malk comes in, gets a called strike to even the count at 1 now on the leadoff hitter for the Quakers here in top of number 5. That pitch just misses. 2-1. Let's take a look at this now. How about it? What do you call over there? Well, they called her out. Two and 2 the count now on Jillian Howard. Sun is out. It's a beautiful day to play softball. Uh-oh, that one is trouble. That's a high hopper right up the box. Jenna Malk couldn't get to it. So that's a hit for Jillian Howard. And here it is again. Watch it, compliments of Denison Yard. Just a low, slow chopper up the middle that Malk couldn't stretch and get to. So here in the top of the 5th inning, runner at first base, nobody out. We got a courtesy runner coming in. And the courtesy runner is number 4, Morgan Groff. Groff. Morgan Groff, the courtesy runner at first base. So nobody out for the Quakers. And guess what? They got the top of the order coming to the plate now. They're down 2-1 here in the top of the 5th inning. This is a good time for the Quakers to make a big move. Malk throws a ball to Sid Vandal. One ball to count on Vandal. Well, I'll tell you what, she was way. She had a lead. I want you to watch this. This is not even close. Morgan Groff, the courtesy runner, might as well be at second base on the lead because she's down there in plenty of time for the stolen base. So Morgan Groff will be now at second base. The count, 2 balls, no strikes, and there's nobody out here. So the Tornadoes, there's a ball inside. 3-0 now is the count on Sid Vandal. The Quakers making a noise here at the top of the 5th inning. Need a run. Malk will bring it to Bantam. There's a strike. Three and 1 to count on Vandal. Malk has got a tough pitch here. Does she give her something to hit? Runner at second base. A hit means a run. Vandal with 1 hit already in the ball game. There's the ball. So Sid Vandal will get a walk from Jenna Malk. Here it is again. Here's that last pitch to Sydney Vandal. So the Quaker shortstop will get a free pass down to first base. Runners at first and second. Nobody out here in the top of the 5th inning. And Easton Miller, the right fielder, will come to the plate with a hit already in the ballgame. That one is high and away for Jenna Malk. Runner down at second base. I'll tell you what, Morgan Groff has got wheels. She's got wheels down there at second base. Uh-oh, this is trouble. Wow, going to take it to first base for the out, but the runners will advance to second and third now with only one out. So watch the action here. Off the bat of Easton Miller. She almost beats it out down at first base, but they get her just in time for out number one, but still 2 on, and coming to the plate now will be Ellie Mason, who carries a big bat for the Quakers. A senior. She's been here, she's been there, done that. Swing and a miss by Ellie Mason. Nice pitch by Jenna Malk. So the Quakers now with runners at second and third and only one out need to play the run to tie it up. Uh-oh, that hit her. That hit her. All right, so with that, that's 2 outs now. But I tell you what, she almost had it. She almost had the perfect bunt. Here it is. There you see she runs right into it, unfortunately, for the outs. Reese Loveday will step in with 2 teammates aboard at second and third. Loveday, the senior catcher for the Tornadoes, for the Quakers, will foul one back to the screen. Loveday. One of those 7 Quaker seniors. 0-1 pitch from Jenna Malk. 2 outs here in the 5th. That one is a ball. That one is high. That'll make it 1-1 now on Reese Loveday. So Manny Benton, the catcher, will go out to Jenna Malk in the circle and give her a little secret. Let's see if that secret works, huh? So Maddie Benton knows something that we don't know because she just told Jenna Malk. Here's a 1-1 pitch. Wow, that one is high for ball 2. She took something off that pitch, and that's what made it float a little bit to make it a little bit high for ball 2. Big Time Sports bringing you live coverage of softball tournament play. Wow, there's a nice pitch and a strike. So now it is 2-2 with 2 outs, and if Malk can deliver a strike, wow, will it be big for the Tornadoes. So it's senior at the plate against junior in the circle. Let's see who wins this next pitch. So Jenna giving Banham hand signs. Here we go. Wow, that's a ball. That one just misses. Wow. We got a full count now. We got a full count with 2 on, runners at second and third with 2 outs. Here we go. Full count, big pitch coming here. Big, really big. Did I say big? Here it is. All right, there's ball 4. First base was open. With first base open, Jenna Malk delivers ball 4 to Loveday. There you see it, misses the mark. Stepping in now is Sarah Cardani, the second baseman. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Cardani could be a big hero here for the Quakers. There's a strike. Called strike on the first pitch from Jenna Malk. 2-1 contest. Now is the time to rip it and let it go. Got ducks on the pond out there for the Quakers with Cardani, the senior, at the plate. 2 outs. 0-1 the count. Cardani gonna step out. Take a little bit of a breather there. Here comes Malk. A swing and a miss, strike 2, so 0-2 the count now on Cardani. Jenna Malk way out in front of the hitter here. Wow. What a game this is. Bases loaded for the Quakers. 2 outs. 0-2 the count. Jenna Malk on the mound against the senior second baseman, Sarah Cardani. Here we go. That one is going to miss for ball 1. 1-2 now on Cardani. Two outs. Malk talking to Banham. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Dribbler back to the mound. Uh-oh. Guess what? Wow, guess what? Uh-oh. What do we got? That's exactly right. We have an error. We have an error that produces 2 runs for the Quakers. So all of a sudden we got a 3-2 ball game, and here it is again. It's a little dribbler in front of the mound. Jennifer Malk will go over, field the ball, and will rifle it to first base. A high throw at first base gets beyond the first baseman's glove, and 2 runs score on the overthrow to first base by Jenna Malk. 3-2 now Quakers, and I told you this would be a big one. That's why we are here. So a throwing error by the pitcher produces 2 runs for the Quakers to make it a 3-2 ball game here in the top of the 5th. 0-2 the count now. All right, Jenna Malk with a strikeout to end the inning, but not before the Quakers beat the drum real loud with 2 runs on an error going down to first base. All right, so with that, I want to thank Marty Miller at Miller Clothing and Shoes. From suits to work boots, if you want to look your best, you want to stop at Marty Miller's in downtown New Philadelphia. It's Miller Clothing and Shoes. And oh, by the way, if you're traveling around Northeast Ohio and you need some gasoline and you got a little bit of a grum belly, look for the red, white, and blue Marathon sign. Stop at the Marathon station, and yep, you got it, Charlie. Go into the Bell store while your wife is pumping the gas. Go into the Bell store and get an ice cream cone or a hot dog. Delicious treats, compliments of the Bell store. So look for them when you're traveling around Northeast Ohio. So let's recap what the Quakers did. Yeah, they had 1 hit in that inning, but they scored 2 big runs. Ducks on the pond, okay, with 2 outs. A little dribbler back to the circle. Jenna Malk backhands it, tries to get to play at first base, overthrows the first baseman, and 2 runs score for the Quakers. So anything can happen. You got to play the game, right? So let's take a look now. Leading things off will be Ariana Immel, the DP for Dover, against Jillian Howard. Jillian Howard with a good game tonight. That ball's low for ball 1. Yeah, 2 big runs on 1 hit. That's why you can't have errors in tournament games. That'll be ball 2 now to Immel. Ariana Immel. There you get a good shot of Ariana. Here's the pitch from Jillian Howard. That's a foul ball down the right side. Just misses the first base bag, but 2-1 now. If she would have straightened that out, she'd be on first base now. But it was a foul ball to make the count 2-1. That ball is low for ball 3. 3-1 now the count on Ariana Immel, the DP. That one is high for a ball. So not good if you're a Quaker fan. Bottom of the 5th inning, they walk the lead-off hitter. Watch it on the Denison Yard replay. Let's look at Maddie Banton now, the catcher. with a runner at first base and nobody out. There's a chopper foul. Maddie Banton looking for her first hit in the contest. The Dover catcher stepping in now with a teammate at first base and nobody out in the bottom of the fifth. All right, so a stolen base now, back to second base. Wow, there's nothing fancy about that one. Ariana Immel steals second base. So now a runner at second base, and that means scoring position for the Tornadoes. A hit should produce a run. We got a 1-1 count now. Uh-oh, we got a pop-up. Back to the pitcher for out number one off the bat of Immel. Excuse me, off the bat of Banton. Here it is again. Little pop-up. Back to the pitcher. Out number one, Madeline Faulkner. The left fielder comes to the plate. Flew out to center field. Her last appearance.
Second.
So the count 1 ball, no strikes now on Madeline Faulkner, the senior left fielder for Dover. There's one down to third base. Uh-oh, they're going to trap her. Wow, I'm going to tell you what, this is a trap. They're going to get her. No, they're not. She's safe back at second base, and I'm telling you, wow, I thought they had her. She got caught. Here it is again. I want you to watch all the action here on the replay. Here's the chopper down to third base. What do we have here? Now we got runners at first and second. And, Jenna Malk coming to the plate for the Tornadoes. Jenna Malk needs a hit here. A lot of play out there by the runner at second base. Jenna Malk with a double, her last trip to the plate. 3-2. Bottom of inning number 5 on the Big Time Sports Broadcast Network. Timeout called by the Quakers. Coach John Dubke will go out and have a little huddle out there in the circle. But Big Time Sports, you can catch Big Time Sports anywhere. You can catch us online. You can catch us on Facebook. You can catch us on YouTube. You can catch us on broadcast TV. You can catch us on cable TV. Let's see, did I miss any? That's why we have the big audience when we do these ball games. Big, really big audience. Compliments of Big Time Sports. So Dubke will talk to his infielders out there in the circle with Jenna Malk at the plate. And Jenna Malk has 2 teammates on, and she already has a double to her credit. 1 out here in the top of the 5th inning. Tornadoes down by 1, 3-2. Quakers on top. So Malk will step in with a 1-ball count from Jillian Howard. Don't forget, tomorrow night it's baseball. It's Hoover and Louisville baseball. Well, there's another ball, so 2-0 now the count on the Dover pitcher. Jenna started out at short. She relieved Kara Lint after 3. She's now in the circle for the Tornadoes. Well, that one again, she fooled the hitter again. She's got that change of speed pitch. 2-1 now the count. Jenna Malk at the last possible millisecond took a swing at that, fouled it off. 2-1 the count. Jillian Howard battles Jenna Malk. Runners at first and second. That's a ball. That'll be 3-1 now to Jenna Malk. So here's the scoop now. With the 3-1 count, why not just give her first base? Now, I know that'll load the bases. Charlie, you big dummy. I know what you're thinking at home, but it'll load the bases. Well, she missed again, so that's going to load them up with one out here. Here's the pitch by Jillian Howard on the Dennison Yard replay. Just misses outside as Olivia McHugh will step in. McHugh, the second baseman, who was at third base now. High chopper. Well, they got out number 2. Good play at the plate. Bouncer right back to the mound. Watch this one now. So there's 2 outs. Watch this one. Chopper. Slide. Force at home. So the force at home, they got her. 2 outs now with Allie Hupp at the plate. That ball is low. Bases are loaded. I saw a team win a big game the other night by stealing home. All right, so taking Jenna Malk's place at second base will be Sophie Banham, a freshman. So Sophie Banham, number 3, is at second base running for Jenna Malk. 1 ball count, 2 outs, bases loaded for the Tornadoes. Bottom of the 5th inning. Big game here on the Big Time. That hit the line. Wow, he called it a foul ball. Did it hit the line? It did not hit the line. Foul ball. So check it out again. That one was close. That was close, but not close enough. Foul ball down there in the right field. Check it out. Compliments of the Dennison Yard now. Count now 1-1 on Allie Hupp. 2 balls, 1 strike on Allie Hupp. Wow, fooled her again with that off-speed stuff. Wow. 2-2. She is really effective with that off-speed pitch, Jillian Howard. That's the best off-speed pitch I've seen all season. So it's a 2-2 count, and Hupp needs a... All right. So that's going to score a run to tie it up at 3-3, and I'll tell you what, if action is what you wanted, you're watching the right game. That went right down there. It was close at third base. Wow, so check it out again. Here's the Big Time Sports replay. How about it? Check it out. Action down at third base. Third base gets in there, but they score a run to tie it at 3. Avery Contini looks at ball 1. So Allie Hupp now with 3 RBIs on the game and 3 hits. That one is a bouncer. Across the plate to play back at third base. She gets back just in time. It was close. Contini with a 2-0 count now. Teammates at first, second, and third. Again, a big hit by Contini. Wow, he called that one a strike, and now she had to jump back. She must be crowding the plate. So here it is. We got a 2-1 count now on Contini. 2 outs. Quakers need an out here. That one just misses. Or did it? All right, he called it a strike again. 2-2 the count. That's that off-speed stuff. That is good stuff here tonight. Jillian Howard with a 2-2 count. Bases loaded. 2 outs. Here's a pitch. Second base should be out number 3, and it is. Wow, so Contini bounces out. to Sarah Cardani for out number 3. But wow, big time action on the Big Time Sports. We'll be back to Dover City Park after this timeout.
Welcome to PAC Oil Drilling, your local energy partner. Embrace the benefits of domestic oil production with us. We pride ourselves on safe and environmentally responsible practices, ensuring minimal impact on Ohio's beautiful landscape. Our dedicated team is committed to meeting energy demands while preserving nature's beauty. PAC Drilling is a big supporter of high school athletics and academics. We wish our athletes the very best on the field and in the classroom.
Welcome back. We are in the top of the 6th inning.
Number 11, Olivia Jackson.
Here at Dover City Park on the Big Time Sports Softball Network. They call us Big Time because we are Big Time. Stepping in to lead things off will be first baseman Olivia Jackson for the Quakers. Jenna Malk in relief of starter Kara Lint with the pitch. Calls it a strike on the outside corner to Jackson. A lot of people watching Big Time Sports tonight. As usual, I may add. Malk will bring it. Oh, that one is low. That's going to even a count at 1-1. That one is going to miss. 2-1 now. The count on the leadoff hitter, Olivia Jackson. Tournament time at Big Time Sports. A swing and a foul back will even the count now at 2. You know, if you take a look at what we produce over all of our platforms, I mean cable, I mean broadcast, I mean Facebook, I mean YouTube, I mean online. 2-2 the count. Uh-oh, what do we got? Well, they're going to say she took a cut at it, so a strikeout to start things here in the top of the 6th inning. Watch again. Here's the pitch from Malk. Compliments of the Dennison yard. So we've got the DP for the Quakers, Kylie Jones, stepping in with 1 out here in the top of the 6th. So Jones against Malk with the score tied at 3. That one is going to go down to the first baseman. All right, and Susie Peltz will put it away for out number 2. Watch this, went right at Susie Peltz. Peltz picks it up, steps on the bag for out number 2. Let's look at Jillian Howard now, who had a base hit in her last trip. Jillian Howard, the Quaker pitcher. Wow, first pitch to Howard, a called strike from Jenna Malk. Jillian Howard has pitched a good game tonight for these Quakers. Down to Susie Peltz again, and Susie Peltz makes 2 putouts in a row. So that's going to retire the Quakers. We're going to throw it to break. We'll be back after this timeout.
Unleash the champion in you at T County Boxing Academy. From beginners to seasoned pros, our classes are tailored for every age and skill level. Get ready to jab, hook, and cross your way to greatness with our expert trainers. Join a community where everyone is welcome to embrace the power within. It's not just a workout, it's a journey to a stronger, more confident you. T County Boxing Academy, where champions are made. Sign up now and step into the ring of endless possibilities.
right, we are in the bottom of the 6th inning here at Dover City Park. Check out the Wayne Garage Door scoreboard. Wow, and what a game it has been. A lot of action, a lot of up and down. We got a 3-3 score here in the bottom of the 6th inning, and Charlie Reese will come to the plate. Charlie Reese saved the day for the Tornadoes. She robbed Loveday of a home run early in the contest. Yep, I want to thank the good guys at Wendy's for sponsoring our first pitch. They're the good guys at Wendy's. 4 locations to serve you. Check out the cheeseburgers, check out the chili. They got it all at Wendy's. Foul ball back to Charlie Reese to make the count 1-1. Charlie Reese, the center fielder. Charlie Reese, one of those Tornado seniors in the lineup. Sydney Vandal. Got her at first base. Good play by shortstop Sid Vandal. Watch Vandal eat this one up and fire it to first base. There it is. There's the pickup by Vandal. Over to first base for the out here in the bottom of the 6th. So 1 out, stepping in Susie Peltz. Wow, that's a called strike by Peltz. Nice pitch from Jillian Howard. That one is high to Peltz. That'll make it 1-1. This is the first time I've seen Jillian Howard this year, and I am impressed by her talent. Foul ball, can't get to it out into the parking lot. That's going to make it 1-2 now on the Tornado first baseman. Big Time Sports, bringing you big time sports action. There's a chopper into the Quaker dugout for another foul ball. Still 1-2 now on Susie Peltz. Susie Peltz, a senior. Well, that was that off-speed pitch again that she got a bat on and fouled it away. So Susie Peltz chokes up on the bat. Look at that bat, Smooch. See how she chokes up on that? Wow, watch that one. Where'd that one go? That one, all right, almost got the Big Time Sports tent. Mellow Tones and Smoochie, of course, in the tent calling the action tonight. Here's the pitch. Another foul ball by Susie Peltz. So she continues to get a piece of it. But let's see who wins this one. Is it going to be Jillian Howard or is it going to be Susie Peltz? Here we go. Well, guess what? It's Susie Peltz. She hit a line drive off the glove of the first baseman. And Smoochie, that's a hit. Here it is again. Watch Peltz with a line drive towards first base into right field. So 1 out, 1 on for the Tornadoes. Stepping in now will be Ariana Immel, the DP. Immel, the DP, and we got a courtesy runner, Smooch. It's Haley Keeker. All right, we know Haley Keeker. We see Haley play basketball and volleyball. So Haley Keeker with some good speed, replacing Peltz at first base. 1 out, score tied at 3. It's getting late in the ball game. We're in the bottom of the 6th. Ariana Immel will step in now against Jillian Howard. That one right at the second. They're going to get her at second. They got the force at second base, but the runner will stay at first. So here's the action. Good stop by Cardani at second base. Sarah Cardani with a nice play at second base, flips it over to Vandal, who gets it to first base, but not in the time. So we've got 2 outs here with Maddie Bantam stepping in. The Dover catcher with a runner at first base and 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. That one is a ball. That's going to make it 2-0 now on Maddie Bantam. Who wants to win this one? Time will tell. 2 good teams battling each other in tournament play. A swing and a miss. All right. Wow, I'm going to tell you what. She could have been down at third base. She should have been down at third base. All right, so watch this throw to second base. It's going to go into center field. It's going to go into center field, and the runner does not make the advance. So runner on second base, 2 outs. A hit means a run. There's that off-speed pitch. An off-speed pitch will make it 3-1 now on Maddie Bantam. On deck for the Quakers, Madeline Faulkner, the left fielder. Maddie Bantam. Swing and a miss. Throw down to second base. Wow, a good throw. Well, I'm going to tell you what, it was a good throw by the catcher down to second base. Watch the throw. There it is. Wow, I'll tell you what, the second baseman dropped the ball. Well, we got a pop-up with 2 outs. What do we got? Out number 3, and the excitement continues. It's big-time softball on big-time sports. We have got 6 of them in the books. We will be back after you watch this.
Hey, you guys want to practice for the golf scramble?
Right now? How?
I got an idea.
Now we know what you're doing when we can't find you.
Wayne?
Looks like we have a problem.
Do you really know what's been happening on your roof? We can help. Don't risk costly damages and disruptions to your business operations. Schedule your complimentary roof assessment today.
Welcome back to Dover City Park. The Quakers and the Tornadoes locked in a big one here tonight. It's softball time on Big Time Sports. The score going into the top of the 7th inning, as you probably could guess, it is tied at 3. The Tornadoes against the Quakers. They met 2 times during the regular season. Dover won both games during the regular season, but tonight Quakers are not going home without a fight. So it's anybody's ball game here in the top of the 7th, and what a good time for the leadoff hitter to step in. Sydney Vandal will lead things off in the top of the 7th inning. Malk in relief of Kara Lent. Lent pitched the first 3. Jenna Malk still out there in the circle. 3-3. Let's go. It's Vandal against Malk. That one is high and inside for ball 1. Don't forget baseball tomorrow night right here on Big Time Sports, Louisville and Hoover. That's going to make it 2-0 on the leadoff hitter here in the top of inning number 7. That's a foul ball. Just goes foul down the third base side. So Sid Bando will come back to the box with a count of 2-1. And Jenna Malk thinking about what to pitch Vando next. Jenna Malk likes to use that rosin bag that she keeps in her back pocket. Here we go. Uh-oh, that one is low and back to the screen. That'll be 3-1 now to Sid Vandal. So Sid Vandal will step in now with a 3-1 count. What is Malk gonna bring her? Here's a pitch. Well, ball 4. So the leadoff hitter for the Quakers will get a free pass at first base. Here's that last pitch by Jenna Malk. That one is high and inside for ball 4. Compliments of the Denison yard. So coming on now will be Easton Miller, the center fielder for the Quakers. Here we go. Miller will step in with Sid Vandal at first base. So what do we do now? We got the first baseman and the third baseman defensively for the Tornadoes playing up against the left-handed hitter. There's the first pitch, ball. Nope, called it a strike. To Easton Miller. Miller, only a sophomore, hitting from the left side with teammate Sid Vandal aboard. Nobody out. Top of the 7th. And what do we got? That's a strike. That's a called strike. Wow, 0-2 now on Miller. To the count on Miller. Vandal down at first base. Can Vandal steal? Can Vandal get down? Oh, there's the steal right there, and right there you got it, and I called it. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? If I tell you it's Easter, you start coloring your eggs, okay? Here it is again. Watch Sid Vandal. Watch Sid Vandal take second base on a nice steal on the pitch. That one goes to the shortstop. She's safe at first base. She's safe at shortstop. So guess what? They're going to let her go to second base and nobody out. Are you kidding me? Wow. Wow. This is what you call softball by the Quakers. Again, the Tornadoes a little bit loose now. The Tornadoes defensively. There's the throw to first base. Susie Peltz tries to dig it up, can't do it. She's safe at first. The steal down at second base. And third with in the top of the 7th. And if ever there was a time for Ellie Masons to wrap one out there, now is the time. Got a 3-3 ball game. That's exactly right. That last progression you just saw was a hit and an error on the play. Ellie Mason will step in.
Hey, let's help her. Let's get down.
Mason is loaded and anybody else. Well, you talk about pressure. Nobody out, top of the Mason. Here we go. So Mason's going to step out. Second and third for the Quakers. with Mason at the plate. Wow, he called that a strike. 0-2 the count now on Mason. First base is empty. Quakers with runners at second and third. The senior Mason stepping in. That's a ball. That'll make it 2-2 now. The count. There's a pitch to Mason. A foul ball going out of play. So Mason still alive in the batter's box against Jenna Malk. 1-2 the count now on Ellie Mason. Loveday, the catcher, on deck for the Quakers. Uh-oh, got her. Wow, I'll tell you what, she tried to hold up, she could not. So Malk is going to get the strikeout on Ellie Mason. Here it is again. Watch the strike three. Watch the bat of Mason. Got her going for strike number 3. So Reese Loveday steps in now. Loveday, the Quaker catcher. Teammates at second and third in a tie ball game here in the 7th. That one, a called strike on Loveday. Malk with an 0-1 pitch. There's a foul ball off the dugout of the Tornadoes to make it 0-2 now on Loveday. Mason needs a strikeout. Mason needs a big pitch here. Jenna Malk needs a big pitch against Loveday. 0-2. Runners at second and third. Loveday will step back. Will slow Malk down a little bit. Here's a pitch. A swing and a miss. She is out. So wow, 2 outs. Wow, 2 outs now. If Malk can get out of this one, watch this one again. This is going to be a strike 3 pitch, I believe. Yep, she got it. She went, she goes, she gets tagged out for out number 2. So stepping in now will be the second baseman, Sarah Cardani. Cardani with runners at second, third, and 2 outs. Foul ball, back and away. I think that went into the batting cages across the street here. So 0-1 count now to Cardani with 2 outs. If Malk can get out of this jam, wow. It'd be like a magician if she can get out of this one. Here's a pitch to Cardani. Uh-oh. 2. 0-2 now, the pitch, the count to Sarah Cardani. We are in the top of the 7th inning. We got a 3-3 ball. Quakers, runners at second and third. Can they bring somebody home? Or are they going to strand 2 in the inning? Jenna Malk with an 0-2 pitch. Uh-oh. 1-2, call with the ball. So the 1-2 count now on Cardani. She'll step back in against Jenna Malk on the Big Time Sports Softball Network. All right. Wow, I thought we were going to have a play at the plate, but Jenna Malk decided the easiest route would be first base. So Jenna Malk throws the runner out at first base for out number 3. So we've got 6.5 now that we have played, and guess what? Still nobody out in front. Let's go now to our fan cam. And I'll tell you what, right now the fan cam, Brought to you by the Dover Dental Group. That's Dr. Sean Moan and his staff at the Dover Dental Group. They're located at 129 West 2nd Street in Dover. Don't forget the wrap-up show. We want you to join us on the Altman Hospital wrap-up show, because in that wrap-up show, we are going to tell you who the Clars XL Screen Printing Player of the Game is. Thank you, Clars XL Screen Printing, for sponsoring our Player of the Game. So we're going to go into the bottom of the 7th, and Smoochie, who are we going to see in the bottom of the 7th for the Tornadoes? Well, Maddie Faulkner will lead things off. Maddie Faulkner, the left fielder for the Tornadoes. Faulkner, a senior, and guess what? Madeline Faulkner is going to serve our country. Madeline Faulkner is going to the Air Force. She's going to the Air Force in Texas, if you can believe that. And I say if you can believe that because, you know, I get teary-eyed when I think about our young friends going far away from home. But Madeline will go to Texas and serve in the Air Force. So the umpires and Coach Hannah Duff talking about something down there on the first baseline. So on deck, Jenna Malk for the Dover Tornadoes. So everybody's going to rally now, and while everybody is rallying, let me remind you that tomorrow night, the Big Time Sports guys will be at Hoover High School for high school baseball. It'll be Hoover against the Louisville Leopards in high school baseball. Then Wednesday night, we're going to bring you a big one. We don't know how big it's going to be, but you can bet if Big Time Sports is in the park, it'll be a big game. We'll let you know that later tonight where we are going to be Wednesday evening. They're still talking about things down there in the first baseline. Coach John Dubke has joined the conversation with Hannah Duff and the three umpires. Everybody's smiling, so looks like everything is going to be okie dokie after the conference. So Madeline Faulkner will step in and lead things off now against Jillian Howard. I said it earlier, this is the first time I've seen Jillian Howard this year, and I am impressed with the talent of Jillian Howard. Has pitched a great game tonight against a very good Tornado team. So the home plate umpire is ready to go, I think. He's going to put on his mask. And here we go, Faulkner against Howard. Bottom of the 7th, 3-3. Madeline Faulkner. What do we got? Oh, it's a fly ball at the fence. Long fly ball out by Madeline Faulkner. So a little bit of excitement. That ball jumped off the bat of Madeline Faulkner, but they caught it about 5 feet in front of the left field fence. Stepping now will be Jenna Malkin. If ever there was a time to be a hero. Okay, so good catch by Marissa Roth. Marissa Roth with the put out in left field, and they just gave Jenna Malk first base, and I don't blame them a bit. Well, it's all up to Olivia McHugh now. Olivia McHugh, only a sophomore. There's a bunt try. It's going to be fouled back, so strike one now on Olivia McHugh. So with the score tied, are they going to think about sending Malk down to second base? 3-3, bottom of the 7th. Swing and a foul back by McHugh, so it's 0-2 count now. McHugh has to protect the plate. She has to be careful of a Jillian Howard. Strike 3. The pitch. It's an off-speed pitch. What do we got? It's a fair ball. Jenna Malk into third base, and what do we got? A double. How about Olivia McHugh? How about that one by McHugh? That was tough. That one is a tough one. This is just inside the third base foul line. Can you follow it? No, you can't. Anyway, there wasn't a half an inch between the ball and foul territory. Just made it fair over the third base bag. So they want her to go down to first base. They're going to put her on. And why not? Allie Hupp has 3 hits and 3 RBIs. They're going to put her on first base, and up steps Avery Contini, the number 4 hitter. So wow, how the tide turns. The last inning, the Quakers with all kinds of excitement, with all kinds of base runners. Bottom of the 7th inning, Dover with all this excitement. Avery Contini stepping in, and we've seen Contini deliver before for the Quakers. So Allie Hupp, who they just gave a pass to, she goes down to first base with 3 hits and 3 RBIs on the contest. Making the way for the 4-slot hitter, Avery Contini. So Contini, the shortstop, steps in against Jillian Howard. With one swing of the bat, we could be headed for the parking lot. But can Howard let that happen? There is 1 out. Ducks on the pond. I count 1, 2, 3 tornado base runners, and Contini will step in. Contini swings a good bat. Let's see what happens between Howard and Contini. Ooh, a called strike on Contini. Wow, she took a nice pitch. Why she didn't swing, that was right down the middle. 0-1 the count now on Contini. The pitch by Howard. That one is high for a ball. It's 1-1 now. And of course, Jillian Howard is aware that there is a runner on the corner at third, and a base on balls means it's all over. There's a chopper down the third base line in foul territory. 1-2 now the count to Contini. 1 out, bases loaded. The Dover shortstop steps in. If she puts bat on the ball, game is over. That one just misses to make it 2-2. Contini, 2-2. Wow, a hit here will be a big one. Jillian Howard looks, will bring it to Loveday. Another foul ball into the dugout of the Quakers. Quakers coached by John Drupke, and Tornadoes by Hannah Duff. John Dubke barking out signals to Julian Howard. Here's a pitch. Chopper, third base, throw home. They get her third base. Wow, double play. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Unbelievable. What a great play. Double play by the Quakers. I can't believe this is going to happen. A big play, replay. Let's check it out. Compliments of the big play replay brought to you by Domino's Pizza. Watch this one, a high chopper. Good ball, gonna throw it home and get the out. Loveday is gonna fire to first base and get the runner going down the first baseline. How can you get a double play like that unless you are on the ball? Great defensive play by the Quakers. So there you have the box score, Wayne Garage Door. Let's take a timeout before we go into extra innings. We'll be back to Dover City Park after this timeout.
Searching for the quality of a nationally recognized Medicare Advantage plan, but seeking the personalized care and service of a local, familiar face? Primetime Health Plan is a top-performing plan with competitive benefits available right here in your community. Whether you call or meet us in person, our local team will be there to help you find quality coverage and care close to home. Call us today or visit us online at www.pthp.com to learn about our 2024 plans.
On the Big Time Sports Network, Zoe DeVore, the right fielder, will start things off for the Quakers here in the top of the 8th inning. I'm going to tell you what, stellar, and I mean great defense by the Quakers have kept this game going into extra innings. That last double play that ended the tornado rally, unbelievable. They get the runner at first base. Here we go, Jenna Malk will bring the pitch. So the hitter's going to step back, take a little break. Zoe DeVore, the right fielder. Tried to bunt, called strike. Leadoff hitter in the top of the 8th inning shows a bunt. Malk will look at Bantam behind the plate and bring it. That one is low and back to the screen. Kicked off the turf, bounced up, right back to the screen. Dover versus New Philly. Football, baseball, basketball, volleyball, whatever you could bet is going to be a knockdown, drag-out type of contest. And here we are again, 3-3. There's strike two. 1-2 count now. Zoe DeVore with a 1-2 count. Timeout called by Jenna Malk. She brings Bantam out. They are talking about strategy. Talking about what should I throw her. We've got a 1-2 count. Should I pitch her inside? Should I pitch her outside? What do you want me to do, Maddie? Well, they've settled on something here, and they're ready to go against Zoe DeVore. The 1-2 pitch. That one is high. To even the count to 2-2. These two teams played twice during the regular season. Dover winning both games. But look out, because here comes the Quakers tonight. Well, another one off the mark by Jenna Malk. We got a full count now on the leadoff hitter. Is it going to happen again? Last inning. Wow, nice pitch. No doubt about that one. Now, Smooch, here's a look at a 67-mile-an-hour fastball from Jenna Malk. Here it comes. Malk throws 67 mile an hour, and that's pretty fast. Coming from that short a distance, here we go. There's a strike to Olivia Jackson, the first baseman. Oh, 0-1 count now on Olivia Jackson. One out here, top of the 8th inning. A swing and a miss by Jackson. We'll make it 0-2 now to the Quaker first baseman. Jackson is ready. Malk is ready. That one is on the outside. So that'll make it 1-2 now on Olivia Jackson. We want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. We are live from Dover City Park. Swing and a miss by Olivia Jackson. We'll make it 2 outs now in the top of the 8th inning. And coming to the plate, watch the strikeout here. There's the pitch. This is Kylie Jones coming to the plate now with 2 outs. Top of the 8th inning. Kylie looking for her first hit of the contest. Right back to the box. Jenna Malk will just flip it over to Susie Peltz for out number 3. So 7.5 gone. Still tied at 3-3. We have got a great game tonight. And check out the huddle out there. As you're looking at, they're all huddled together out there, the Tornadoes, in front of the dugout. So looking at the lineup now, we are going to see for the Dover Tornadoes, Charlie Reese, the center fielder, will step in and lead things off. Now, Charlie Reese made a catch, robbed Loveday of a home run. Deep. I mean, she had her glove over the fence and out of play to save the day for the Tornadoes. So Charlie Reese will step in and lead things off here in the 8th inning. And Charlie Reese, no doubt about it, don't kid yourself, Charlie Reese can punch him too. Give Charlie Reese a good ball to hit and she'll send it. But Jillian Howard has been shutting them down the entire ball game. Smooch, Jillian Howard has a lot of strikeouts so far in the contest. When she needed them. She got him to go down when she needed them, and that one is going to be a foul ball off the screen. Howard with 3 strikeouts in the game. Wow, he called that a strike. He did call that a strike. Wow. All right, so there's Jillian Howard at the mound. So Charlie Reese with 2 strikes, an 0-2 pitch to Reese. That one is going to be outside for ball 1. So we got a 2-1 count now on Reese. 1-2 count on Reese. That's a foul ball down to third baseline. She was way out in front of that pitch. 1-2. This big, really big crowd. There's a lot of people here at this one. Yeah, there's somebody out there in right field that shouldn't be doing what they're doing. A little floater to center field. It's going to drop for a hit. Wow, look at Reese. She's in there. Wow, how about that? Charlie Reese. Charlie Reese delivers a bloop single to center field. A bloop single to center field, and watch her boogie. Watch her get down that baseline, and she's not going to stop at first. Coach Jim Morris is going to send her to second base, so we got a runner at second base. Nobody out. Susie Peltz at the plate for the Tornadoes. So a hit means a run now. Nobody out. Bottom of the 8th inning on a bloop single to center field by Charlie Reese. Peltz is at the plate. Howard down to third. So they're going to throw it to first. Wow, again, can you believe it? Can you believe it? I can't believe it myself. These Quakers, you talk about defense, watch the play here. Here's the ground ball, here's the throw to first. They're going to get the runner at first place. In the meantime, Charlie Reese is going to boogie down to third and get thrown out at third base. Again, the Quakers are out of, wow, 2 outs now. The Quakers with great defense. Foul ball into the parking lot. That'll make it 0-2 now. 0-2 now to Ariana Immel, the DP. So wow, what looked like a big rally by Dover shut down by a great double play and heads-up defense by the Quakers. Again, third base, Ellie Mason is going to gun it, and Ellie Mason is going to get the out at first base, and wow, again, the Quakers and their defense. Wow. All right, 8 complete innings. We'll be back with more after this timeout.
Altman is here for you, in your community, because you matter. We're proud to be the area's first and only independent health system. We are one team, joined together and committed to one mission, to lead our community to improved health. And we've always been here, dedicated to providing you with the very best in care, wellness, education, insurance, and more. For your community and for your family, Altman is always here for you.
Jillian Howard will start things off for the Quakers in the top of the 9th inning here. What a ball game it has been. It has been the stellar defense of the Quakers, shutting down the Tornadoes every time it looked like they were going to score. 9 hits in the ball game for Dover so far, 7 hits in the ball game for the Quakers. Jenna Malk, top of the 9th. Down to Susie Peltz at first base, an easy first out in the inning. So Susie Peltz, unassisted put-out at first base. Here's the replay compliments of the Disneyard. So top of the order now. Top of the order for the Quakers. Sid Vandal will step in now against Jenna Malk. So with the score tied 3-3 now, Quakers need runners on the base paths, and Sydney Vandal is just the hitter to do that. 1-0 now, the count on Vandal. Right back to the box. Easy out at first base. Jenna Malk to Susie Peltz. Smoochie put 1-3 in a buck. Here it is again, and nothing fancy. Right back to the box. Jenna Malk jumps high, will bring it in and flip it over to Susie Peltz for out number 2. So with 2 outs, the center fielder, Easton Miller, steps in for the Quakers. Pop-up, is it in play? No, it is not. It is out of play into the parking lot. I'm sure it almost hit somebody because we have people standing everywhere here at Dover City Park. Now you see those flashes down there in right field? All right. 0-1 now, the count to Easton Miller. Well, they called that one a strike, so an 0-2 count now on Miller. Miller, the center fielder, only a sophomore. She'll be back again for the Quakers. Top of the 9th inning. This is a big game tonight. The winner will play Wednesday night. The loser, of course, will clean out their lockers until next fall. So here we go, next spring. Here we go. 0-2 count, 2 outs. We got a 3-3 tie ball game. It's Miller now against Malk. Malk giving signals to catcher Maddie Banham on this pitch. Here it comes. Uh-oh, guess what? They got her. That's out number 3, so not a whole lot of action. Top of the 9th for the Quakers. 8.5 in the books. We got a 3-3 ball game. Yeah, let's take a look at that last pitch by Malk on that called strike 3. Watch it from home. Get a good eye on it. Ooh, that one did look good. All right, so Jenna Malk now has 10 strikeouts. Malk came in when? In the top of the 4th? Came in the top of the 4th and has 10 strikeouts now in the last 4.5 innings. So Malk doing her job. And what about this young lady out in the circle right now? This is Jillian Howard, who has pitched the entire contest for the Quakers, and can't say enough good things about Jillian Howard. What a nice game she has brought to the table this evening. So stepping in now would be Maddie Banham, the Dover catcher. Banham will step in to lead things off here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Big time sports. Big time sports is everywhere. Foul ball at the batter's box. Strike 1 on Maddie Banham. Yeah, if you count up the platforms we are on, we got broadcast TV, we got cable TV, we got YouTube, we got online, we got Facebook. Uh-oh, that one is going to go to right field, and it's right at the right fielder who makes the put out for the Quakers. That's Zoe DeVore. Watch Zoe DeVore out in right field, camp underneath this one, and put it away for out number 1. Madeline Faulkner will step in for the Tornadoes. Faulkner with a long fly ball. Out the last time. Wow, that off-speed pitch by Jillian Howard again. A fooler for the Tornadoes. 0-1 the count. 1 out. Bottom of the 9th. Strike 2. Faulkner went after that high, hard one. 0-2 now against Madeline Faulkner, and on deck, shortstop Jenna Malk for the Tornadoes. There's a strike 3. Catcher will drop her, throw down to first base, and get Faulkner. So there's 2 outs here in the bottom of the 9th, but here comes a big stick. All right, so now guys with the bases empty, do you put Malk on first base or you pitch to her? Well, let's see now. Well, there you go. I think that's a very smart move by the Quakers. I never, ever want to pitch to Jenna Malk. How about Olivia McHugh, Smooch? Looking for her first hit? No? Last time up, she had a double. Wow. Thought Malk was going to take off, so McHugh with a double, her last appearance at the plate. There we go, 2 outs. Bottom of the 9th. Foul ball into the parking lot. Will be out of play, of course. It'd be my luck one of these foul balls to hit my windshield. Uh-oh, the guys in the truck said that last foul ball just broke a window out in the parking lot. So they call it softball, but if you've ever held one, it is not very soft at all. 2-1 to count now on McHugh. Howard will bring it. Second base. Wow. 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 I'll tell you what, that umpire changed his mind there at the last second. Watch it. Let's see if we can catch it. Oh, we're going to look through that screen. Well, I'll tell you what, I can't tell from our vantage point. But McHugh at the plate now. The count 2-2, 2 outs. Jenna Malk at second base. Dribbler down to third. Throw over to first. What about it? Wow. How about Ellie Mason? Again, the defense, baby. The new Philly Quakers know how to play defense. That is going to shut the Tornadoes down again for inning number 3. We'll be back with the top of the 10th after you watch this.
Not like your average high school. You start with something that you love.
Just getting hands-on is way different from sitting in a classroom.
Every day's different. You come across a problem, you have to tackle that problem, you have to figure out how to tackle the problem. Skills I've acquired through just my lab in itself have been mind-blowing. Definitely here at Buckeye, they prepare you for any situation that you could go into after high school.
And welcome back. And I think, I've been here so long, I got to shave again. That's how long I've been here. Ellie Mason will lead things off in the top of the 10th inning here at Dover City Park. And I'm telling you what a great, great game this has been. Both teams leaving it out there on the field. The Quakers playing great defense tonight against Dover. Ellie Mason, the Quaker third baseman, will step in. That one is low for a ball. I got good news and bad news for old Mellow-Tones. The good news is Mellow-Tones is seeing some great softball. The bad news is Mellow-Tones has a roast in the crock pot that is really going to be cooked when he gets home. So what's the worst now? The good play or the pot roast that's been in the crock pot for 6 days? All right, so that last pitch, 1-1 now, the count on Ellie Mason. Hey, listen, as long as I'm seeing good softball like this, forget about that pot roast, right, Smooch? Maybe Dean Marini will take us all out for dinner after this game. That is, if it's over soon. That's a hit. Ellie Mason hits a rocket right up the middle over the second base bag and reaches first base. So the Quakers again the Quakers, the first batter up at first base, and we have Reese Loveday stepping in. Loveday, the Quaker catcher, she's got a good bat too. She can hit them. That's a foul ball, right side in front of the Dover dugout. That'll make it 0-1 against Loveday. So I'll tell you what, after this one, wow, I'm going to tell you, we got a big story to tell after this one is over. Contini. Wow, Contini to second base. Yep, so she reaches on an error. Second base flip. Second baseman couldn't handle it, so the Quakers now with runners at first and second. And nobody out, stepping in, Sarah Caldani. Wild pitch. Here come the Quakers. Here come the Quakers, second and third. Nobody out. Can you believe it? How many times as Dover gotten out of these type of jams. There's the pitch. Gets by Banham. Runners going to second and third with nobody out. Cardani against Malk. There's a strike. So Malk now has this whole team on her back now. Malk now has all this pressure on her with runners at second and third and nobody out here in the top of the 10th inning. That's right. Let's see what they do. Cardani looking for her first hit in the contest. But she's one of those Quaker seniors, so she knows how the game is played. One and two, the count now on Cardani. She's got teammates at second and third here in the top of the 10th. Jenna Malk against Sarah Cardani. Malk looks, Malk brings it. That's a strike. Oh, just missed. Thought it was good. That makes the count 2-2 now on Cardani. Man, I can't say enough about this Quaker defense tonight. Jam after jam after jam. They have wiggled off the hook, the Quakers defense. That's a ball. That's going to make it a full count. So a full count now to Cardani. First base is open. First base is open. This is a pressure pitch by Jenna Malk. A pressure pitch by the junior Malk. Full count pitch. Got to get her on this one. Foul ball back into the parking lot. So Cardani is still there swinging against Malk. Pitch. Wow, got her looking. Wow, got her looking. Bat still on her shoulder for the first out. Here's the look again. Here's the pitch on the Dennison Yard replay. Oh, man. Wow. No smooch. We got Zoe DeVore stepping in, the right fielder. DeVore. Attempts a bunt. Can't get it done. Strike one. I got a score just in. Strasburg has defeated Caldwell in tournament action 8-3. Tigers beat them 8-3 tonight. So Strasburg will be in the district final Wednesday night against the Conotton Valley Rockets. Boy, you talk about big. That's a big one. Malk. Uh-oh. Got her. She's out. And I'm telling you what, it's a good thing. It's a good thing that ball bounced right back off the backstop. That was a bad pitch by Malk, and Maddie Banton saved the day for the Tornadoes. Watch the ball take a perfect bounce off the backstop, right back to the catcher. The catcher dives and gets the runner at the plate. So now runners at third base, and we've got two outs with the runner at third base. Coach John Dubke comes down and talks to the umpire behind the plate. Stepping in now. Zoe DeVore will come back to the batter's box with a 1-1 count and 2 outs. DeVore with a teammate at third. A hit means a run for the Quakers. 1-1 the count. Malk. That's a ball. So now with first and second base empty and a runner on the corner. And 2 outs. Malk delivers 2 strikes, and they get out of the inning. But DeVore is there swinging the bat. Big Time Sports bringing you Big Time Softball. Oh, that pitch is high, and that'll make it 3-1 now to DeVore. Olivia Jackson on deck for the Quakers. Here's the pitch. Wow, got her with a strike. That's going to make it a full count. Full count on Zoe DeVore with a teammate at third and the score tied at 3. We're in inning number 10 at Dover City Park. There's the pitch. And again, Dover wiggles off the hook. It's Dover getting out of these jams. It's New Philly playing great defense that has taken us to the bottom of the 10th. And watch the pitch again. Good pitch. Can't get a hold of it. Wow. We are going to go to the bottom of the 10th inning here at Dover City Park and check out the box score. 3-9-1. Oh, the box score just disappeared for me. There it is. 3-9-1 for the Quakers, and Dover at 3-9-2 on the Wayne Garage Door scoreboard. And I'm just going to let the cat out of the bag right now, Smooch. Okay, I'm going to unwrap this announcement and tell everybody that Wednesday night, the Big Time Sports guys will do live the Strasburg-Conotton Valley District Championship softball game. Now, I haven't heard yet because, as you know, I've been busy here tonight doing this game, but I assume Conotton Valley and Strasburg in the district final will be at Central Catholic Wednesday night. So that'll be a big one Wednesday night. So let's go now to the bottom of the 10th inning. Allie Hupp will step in for the Tornadoes. Allie Hupp 3 for 3 in the contest with 3 RBIs against Jillian Howard. Swing and a miss by Allie Hupp. Good pitch by Howard. So Wednesday night, live softball, Conotton Valley and Strasburg in the D7 District Championship game. So be there or be square with the guys from Big Time Sports. That's a foul ball down the right side, and if you don't look out down there, went right into a throng of Dover fans. So Allie Hupp, 3 for 3 on the contest. Steps back in with a 1-2 count now against Jillian Howard. Nobody out. Bottom of the 10th inning. Well, we came in here, Smooch. When we came in, it was Monday night. Is it still Monday? You think so? Okay. Because we've been here a while, haven't we? 1-2. The pitch. Oh, there's that off-speed pitch that Dover just can't figure out. Here it is again. Watch this beautiful off-speed delivery here by Jillian Howard that has baffled the Dover batters the entire evening. So 1 out, bottom of inning number 10, and the shortstop, Avery Contini, will step in. Well, he called that a strike. That was a nice pitch right at the knees for strike 1. Oh, 1. There's one low and in the turf for ball 1. That makes it 1-1 now to Avery Contini. Contini has got a big bat. She can hit it. You don't want to give her anything good to hit. Jillian Howard will bring it to Loveday. Oh, there's that off-speed pitch again. Here we've played 10 innings now, Smooch, and nobody has figured out that off-speed pitch. Wow, so 1-2 on Contini. On deck, Charlie Reese. There's a foul ball to the right side. First base coach Jim Morris bobbles it. I'm going to give Coach Jim Morris an error on that play. Contini at the plate, battling Howard. Charlie Reese on deck, the 1-2 pitch. Where's that one? That's an out. Wow. Who is that out there in center field, Smooch? That's a nice catch, a good play out there by Easton Miller. There you see number 55, Easton Miller, make a nice catch. Easton was doing a little shopping in the gap for the putout. So Charlie Reese will step in for the Tornadoes. So 2 out, bottom of the 10th. If I wanted to hit her up there, it would be Charlie Reese. There's a double. Charlie Reese, that's at least a double. It goes into the corner at left field. So what I tell you about Charlie Reese, again, if I tell you Christmas is coming, you better start whistling Jingle Bells. Here's another look, compliments of the Dennison yard. A wrap down the line and left field, goes into the corner. Charlie Reese at second with a double, and Susie Peltz will step to the plate. Susie Peltz looking for her first hit of the ball game. A hit here means a run for the Tornadoes, but there's 2 outs. Jillian Howard against Susie Peltz. Oh, there's a pop-up out of play. So that'll make it 0-2 now on Peltz. Susie Peltz, 0-2, 2 outs. Bottom of the 10th inning. Jillian Howard will bring it. That one is low and outside for ball 1. So Charlie Reese is at third base. Do you think, Smooch, Hannah Duff will call Charlie Reese down to third base? Well, there you have it again. I'm going to tell you again, how many lives do the Quakers have? Out of the jam again, the Quakers with a call, with a third strike and a third out. Wow, 10 innings. It seems like only yesterday we got here. We'll be back for the top of the 11th after you watch this.
Discover the perfect blend of reliability and style in the 2024 Chevy Trailblazer at Ferris Chevrolet on the Wabash in New Philadelphia. Our dealership stands as your premier destination for the latest Trailblazer models, each boasting a range of impressive features and unparalleled durability. Don't miss out on the opportunity to secure the best deal. Hurry in today. Visit Ferris Chevrolet in New Philadelphia and experience the thrill of driving your very own Chevy Trailblazer.
Welcome back to Dover City Park. Now, okay, let me explain this to you. Kara Lynch started the game, pitched the first 3 innings. She was relieved in the top of the fourth by Jenna Malk. Jenna Malk goes from 4 to 10, okay, and pitches now. Kara Lint back in the circle. So Lint, a call to strike on Kara Lint's first pitch. Now, whew, what was Kara Lint doing for the last hour and a half? She pitched the first 3 innings. Now she's back in the top of the 11th. So Kara Lint again in the circle for Dover. 0-2 is the count. To Olivia Jackson. That one just misses. 1-2 now, the count on Olivia Jackson. Jackson, the Quaker first baseman. A foul tip, got just enough of it to be able to go back to the batter's box. So my storyline on this game has been the Quaker defense. What a game for the Quaker defense against the Dover pitching. That's my storyline. There's another foul ball by Jackson, out and away here in the top of inning number 11. Wow, there's a pitch that just misses. I'm going to ask Smoochie, who's sitting right beside me. Smoochie, do you remember how to get home? Wow, we've been here so long, I got to shave again. Kara Lint. There's another one. It's going to land on top of the dugout of the Quakers. And Jackson will go back and battle Kara Lint. Well, I'll tell you what, you know, we got an Altman Hospital wrap-up show waiting for us. We have a Clar's XL screen printing player of the game we got to talk about because there's been a lot of stars in this one. Here we go. Can you believe Jackson again is going to foul it back? Boy, you talk about battling. That one is high. That's going to make it a full count. Now the last three innings, the Quakers have started out with their leadoff hitter at first base. Let's see if this is 4 in a row here. Well, that one is off the screen. And as Jackson fouls it off, but that was ball 4. That was a ball 4 pitch from Lint that Jackson went for. And Maddie Banham couldn't get to it in time. So here we are, top of the 11th inning with a full count now to Olivia Jackson. Wow, there's a strikeout for Kara Lint. So out number 1 in the top of the 11th. Let's go back and watch it now. Compliments of the Dennison Yard. Here's the pitch. Boom, baby. In there, went for the high hard one, couldn't connect. Kylie Jones, the DP, will step in. 1 out, top of the 11th inning. Kara Lint back in the circle. Malk has gone back to shortstop. Avery Contini has moved back to third base. There's a pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now on the hitter. Olivia McHugh at second base and Susie Peltz at first base awaiting a pitch. 0-2 the pitch. That one is inside by Lint. Who let the dogs out, huh? Hear the dog barking behind us. Swing and a miss. Well, Lint's got 2 outs now in the top 11th inning on another strikeout. We're going to have to add up all these strikeouts as the game completes itself. Here it is again. Kara Lint. Wow, she went for ball 4. Wow, that was going to be ball 4. But she went for it. Jillian Howard steps in now. Jillian Howard. Swing and a miss. On a high, hard one from Kara Lint. We've got 2 outs here, top of the 11th inning on the Big Time Sports Softball Network. Here's a pitch by Lint. Swing and a miss by Jillian Howard, makes it 0-2 now to the hitter. Top of the 11th, still tied at 3 with 2 outs and an 0-2 pitch coming from Kara Lint. That'll do it. That'll be strike 3 as Lint gets her to go down swinging. So nothing fancy there in the top of the 11th inning. We're going to take a break. We'll be back for the bottom of inning number 11 after you watch this.
The other guy's insurance, you got Kyle.
Hey Kyle, it's Brenda. I was just reading through your proposal and I have a few questions.
When we drafted up your proposal, we really aimed right down the middle.
Sometimes wonder if your insurance agent true priority is more time on the golf course.
At Hummel, we do insurance differently. Our expert advisors help you not only mitigate risk, but operate more efficiently, decrease employee turnover, and increase your bottom line.
Back to Dover City Park for the, let's see, it'd be the 22nd time I've said that tonight. We are in the bottom of the 11th inning here on the Big Time Sports Softball Network. And starting things off in the bottom of the 11th inning will be Ariana Immel, the DP. Immel against Jillian Howard. I want you to think about this. This young lady in the circle for the Quakers, Jillian Howard, is now in inning number 11, where Dover has changed pitchers twice now between Malk and Lint. So Jillian Howard has carried the mail the entire game for the Quakers, and still doing a great job, I may add. Immel, the DP. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss by Immel. Easy strikeout for Jillian Howard. Here, look at it again. A nice swing, a good cut at it on the Dennison yard replay, but can't quite get to it. Maddie Bannum now, the catcher, stepping in with 1 out in the bottom of the 11th inning. That one is high to Bannum. 1-0 the count now on the Dover catcher. Yeah, that was ball 2. Looked good from here, but he called it a ball. Looked good from over here. Little pop up. This is an easy out. So Sid Vandal will catch the pop-up off the bat of Maddie Bannum for out number 2 as you watch it now on our replay. Just a little soft blooper to Vandal down at shortstop for out number 2 now. Madeline Faulkner will stand in. Chopper left side in front of the dugout. Foul ball. So Faulkner, the number 9 hitter in the Dover lineup. Big crowd on hand. Big game tonight. We are Big Time Sports. You know, I think the last time we did a Dover Tri-Valley game a couple days ago, there were over 30,000 viewers on that game. Now, who else delivers 30,000 viewers other than Big Time Sports? Foul ball right side off the bat of Madeline Faulkner. 1-2 now, the count on Faulkner. Faulkner looks. 1-2 count. Jillian Howard with 2 outs is ready to bring it. There's that off-speed pitch. That was a little bit high to even the count at 2. I'll tell you what, Madeline Faulkner is battling Jillian Howard. That, another foul ball. Out of play on the right side. So 2-2 is the count. Scoreboard says 2-2. Here's the pitch. Off-speed pitch, pop up. What do we got? Wow. That one almost hit the Big Time Sports tent. Hey, I expect you. I want your body between danger and me. Okay? All right. Here we go. Faulkner now comes back with a 2-2 count. Bottom of inning number 11. Uh-oh, that one is out. Wow, that's an out. How about that one? Faulkner with another fly ball to right field, and Zoe DeVore makes the put out for out number 3. So what else is new? What else is new? Let's take a break and come back for inning number 12. We'll see you later, Alligator.
Introducing Mount Hope Fence. Elevate your outdoors with our premier fences, beautiful pergolas, and captivating decks. We're your local experts on outdoor transformations, security, style, and serenity. We have it all. Let us bring your outdoor dreams to life. Mount Hope Fence, your space, your sanctuary. 7102 County Highway 77 in Millersburg and 644 Killian Road in Akron. Mount Hope Fence. We have the inside on the outdoors.
Right, we are in inning number 12 with the leadoff hitter, the shortstop, Sydney Vandal, stepping in for the Quakers. Now, I tell you about the storyline. Phillies defense against Dover's pitching. Dover between Malk and Lint. Dover has 20 strikeouts in the books. Lint delivers a called strike to Sid Vandal, the Quaker shortstop. Inning number 12, and they have turned the lights on here at Dover City Park. And you look right up at the lights. Boy, I'll tell you what, those lights are bright enough if you look right at them. But they got them on here in the top of the 12th inning with a 3-3 tie. Wow, that's a foul ball. That one was high, but you went after it and fouled it off. Still an 0-2 count now to the Quaker shortstop. Sid Vandal against Kara Lint. Here's the pitch, the 0-2 pitch. Chopper, second base. Little dribbler there to McHugh at second base. And Olivia McHugh, the second baseman, will flip it to Susie Peltz for out number 1. Here it is again. There you see the big bounce to the second baseman and the easy flip to get Vandal at first base. So stepping in now, Easton Miller. She's the center fielder for the Quakers. Foul ball out of play by Miller. All right, so listen up. Wednesday night, the Big Time Sports guys will bring you the district championship game in softball between Strasburg and Canotton Valley. That'll be a big one, and I'm going to guess it's going to be at TCC. Lint will bring it. Well, I called that one a called strike to make it 0-2 now on Miller. That one is foul tipped. Uh-oh, Maddie Bantam takes a hit. Wow, that's a foul tip that's going to hit Maddie Bantam. And I think she's all right. Yeah, check it out and see where the ball hits Bantam. Hit her on the leg. She's going to be sore in the morning, I'm sure of that. Be black and blue. She's going to have to check out that leg tonight when she gets home. But we're glad that she's back. And crouching down. So here we go, an 0-2 count now with one out. Top of the 12th, Easton Miller, the center fielder for the Quakers. Uh-oh, what do we got? Strike three. Wow, don't know why she showed bunt with a two-strike count, but she did. Here it is, strike number 3 and another K for Sarah Lint. Stepping in. Now, a big hitter, Ellie Mason. Don't give this young lady anything to hit, because she'll send a rocket if she gets a hold of one. Ellie Mason, the senior, at third base for the Quakers. Foul ball right side. 0-2, right, Smooch? 0-2 the count on Ellie Mason. So a strike gets Dover out of the inning once again. Uh-oh, look out, look out. Wow, oh wow, at the center field fence. I thought that one was out. I'll tell you what, this is close, but no cigar on this one. Watch it. Ellie Mason sends one out. And guess what? It's going to be caught at the fence. Wow. A lot of people were off of their seat and on their feet when that ball left her bat, but guess what? It's out number 3. And here we go. There you see some of the people here tonight. I want to thank some of our game day sponsors. That includes Pangrazio's Pizza. Before or after the game, you got to stop at Pangrazio's Pizza in downtown Dover or downtown Denison. If you want spaghetti, you want pizza, you want salads, wow, this is all great American Italian cooking, baby. Smoochie and Mellow Tones, we go to Pangrazio's. We love Pangrazio's Pizza, one of our game day sponsors. So we'll go to the bottom of the 12th inning with Jenna Malk. With Jenna Malk coming up. Now, let me ask you this. Do you put her on again? You're right. I agree 100%. They'll put, let's see if they put her on or not. Well, what do we got? Well, there she goes. No, they're going to pitch to her. They are? Wow, okay. All right, strike 1 on Jenna Malk. Jillian Howard is going to pitch to Jenna Malk. Let's see if they made the right move here. Malk. Uh-oh, that one fooled her again. That off-speed pitch. Smoochie, I've been talking about that pitch the entire game. An 0-2 count on Dover's best hitter here in the bottom of inning number 12. Can you believe it's 0-2? Foul ball, just barely got the bat, the end of the bat on that one. So that'll bring Jenna Malk back to the batter's box with an 0-2 count. Malk gathering her thoughts, stepping in 0-2. Bottom of the 12th. Nobody out. Malk, the leadoff hitter. Wow, there's another one that fooled her. Now off-speed pitch. 0-2. So Jillian Howard is in Jenna Malk's head. Jenna Malk thinking. Jenna Malk a competitor. Jenna Malk a fighter. Jenna Malk an athlete against a great pitcher out there in Jillian Howard. Let's see what happens here. That's off the mark for ball one. That takes a little pressure off now if you're Jenna Malk. There you get a nice shot of one of the best athletes ever to come out of Tuscarawas County, and she's only a junior. That's Jenna Malk. Let's see who wins this one. You never know. Here it comes. That off-speed pitch is way too high again. That's going to bring the count 2-2 as Malk takes her walk down the third baseline. Bottom of inning number 12. Jenna Malk thinking about it again. Jenna Malk taking her walk. Into the batter's box, 2-2. That is low for ball three. We got a full count now. So what was 0-2? We had an 0-2 count on the hitter. It's gone now to 3-2. So now, here's what tells the tale here. It's hitter against pitcher. Let's see who wins. We got the best in the batter's box against, and she's gonna throw that off-speed pitch and miss the mark. So after all of those dramatics, after all of that intense pressure, she gets a walk to first base on the Denison Yard replay. Olivia McHugh, the second baseman now, will step in against Jillian Howard. Nice pitch. Good pitch by Howard, a called strike. McHugh, I know McHugh had a double, Smooch, right? So one hit in the ball game with a runner at first base. She shows a bunt. She pulls it back. The pitch is high. That'll make it 1-1. So again, we have Jenna Malk at first base now. Jenna Malk can run. Nobody out. Bottom of the 12th. There's the bunt. Nice bunt. Nice bunt. Play is at first base. Jenna Malk moves to second base. So that was a good bunt by Olivia McHugh. Can't get any better than what McHugh does here with the ball. Puts it right in front of home plate. So Smooch, this has got to be Allie Hupp. Allie Hupp has hit Jillian Howard 3 times in the ball game. Guess what? It's over. It's over. It's over. The game is over. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Wow, that one is over. That one is over. Yes, a 4-3 win here in the contest. Coach Drupke wants interference at shortstop, and I don't think he's going to get it. He wants to talk to the officials. This one is over, but the officials are going to talk to Drupke. The umpire says no, there is no interference. Let's watch the replay and let's see. Yeah, this is why you watch big time sports in the first place. Off the glove, well, we can't. Anyway, they want interference now. So if they're going to change, I don't think we're going to see a change because the run has scored. So there you see the conference, and this is going to be a big decision. All right, let's take a look at it from the outfield. Check it out here at shortstop. Watch it. Here's the runner. Oh, no, there is no. The runner was not. Pardon me. So what do we got? Dubkey is still out there talking to the officials. Scoreboard still says 3-3, so we don't really know what the action is gonna be. Dubkey still out there arguing his case. Scoreboard still says 3-3, so we don't know for sure, but we think it's over. All right, it is over. A 4-3 win for Dover in bottom of inning number 12. All right, so I tell you what, we got to take a short break because we've just done 12 innings and we got all kinds of numbers and things to talk about. So let's take a break. We'll be back to wrap things up. Compliments of Altman Hospital after you watch this.
Welcome to PAC Oil Drilling, your local energy partner. Embrace the benefits of domestic oil production with us. We pride ourselves on safe and environmentally responsible practices, ensuring minimal impact on Ohio's beautiful landscape. Our dedicated team is committed to meeting energy demands while preserving nature's beauty. PAC Drilling is a big supporter of high school athletics and academics. We wish our athletes the very best on the field and in the classroom.
We are back to Dover City Park, and there you see the Dover team gathering in the outfield. There you see them smiling and cheering. They won a thriller in 12 innings. Wow, what a ball game it was. It's too bad somebody has to lose a game like this. This is tournament play. Okay, Dover will go on. The Quakers, they get beat 4-3 in a heartbreaker here this evening. We are in our Altman Hospital wrap-up show, and there you see the final box score on the game. Dover with 4 runs on 10 hits and 4 errors. And how about the Quakers? 3 runs, 10 hits, and 4 errors. What a game it was. 12 innings of great high school softball. So there you have it. I want to thank Altman Hospital for taking care of our wrap-up show. Strikeouts in the game. How many strikeouts did Dover have? We don't know how many strikeouts Dover had, so we will just continue with our wrap-up show. 21 Ks in the books. It was stellar defense for the Quakers. They played great defense. Time and time again, they shut the Tornado rally down. Dover, on the other hand, between Malk and Lint, 21 Ks in the book. Let's now go to our Clar's XL screen printing player of the game. This young lady is Allie Hupp. Allie Hupp is our player of the game, compliments of Clar's XL screen printing. She had 4 RBIs in the contest and 3 big hits. Congratulations, Allie Hupp. There you see it, Allie Hupp bringing in that winning run across the plate. So thank you for watching. I know it took a long time, but it was a lot of fun, wasn't it? Big Time Sports is everywhere. Don't forget, tomorrow night we'll be at North Camp Hoover for baseball. For everybody in the truck, for everybody in the stadium, keep your socks high, your powder dry, and Smoochie. Smoochie says good night, everybody.
Unleash the champion in you at T-County Boxing Academy. From beginners to seasoned pros, our classes are tailored for every age and skill level. Get ready to jab, hook, and cross your way to greatness with our expert trainers. Join a community where everyone is welcome to embrace the power within. It's not just a workout, it's a journey to a stronger, more confident you. T-County Boxing Academy, where champions are made. Sign up now and step into the ring of endless possibilities.